you want to build a pond, the size like in the white doesn't matter. It can be really small like this, just 1 meter. But the important thing is the depth. It should be deep as possible, because in the deep the water become more cool, more dark, and the animals and yeah, they can hide there, can have their house there. So this is the white like this, and it's quite deep. And somebody put something like this, which is actually like Papyrus style. So normally you don't do, because this is a plant which you use for grey water cleansing, because it's growing really fast and a little bit aggressive. So if you would like to try to have other plants here, after some time no other plants, only this. So if you make a small pond, you do not put plants which are growing super fast, like Papyrus, or like the English name, Schilf. Like you have, if you have a lake, it's around a lake. I don't know the English word. In German it's Binsen, Sägen, Schilf. This is, all these plants are normally around a lake to have land. They try to use the water and to make land. But if you want to start a pond where the water should stay, then it's good to have plants like water hyacinth, like water lens, like lotus, like something like this. Huh? Good. And in case you really want to build like a small ecosystem, because here now they put just a small pot, but if you want to build a little bit a small ecosystem, you dig really deep as you can, 1 meter, 1.5 meter, 2 meters also fine, and you make somehow steps. Yeah, you build one step, maybe after 20 centimeter or 50 centimeter, you make a step, and you make a step a little bit like this, that you can fill with clay and sand and small stones, and there you can put lotus and different kind of plants, and they will keep there, because here in a pot no plant can
climb up.
Yeah, it's just like this. Also the animals cannot really. So the trick is not just to have a hole like this only. The trick is to make steps.
Okay.
Yeah.
All around.
All around. And in these steps, if you do not make like this, you make like this. And here's the wall. You can fill with clay and sand. No soil. So do not take soil for a pond, because it has too much nutrition and it will give green algae. And if you have green algae, they have algae here, you cannot get rid of them.
Okay.
So the best is not to invite the algae, and to invite algae is to put soil and to expose to the sun only. So the pond ideally is like minimum half of the day in shade or in half shade. So in this place you do not have shade, you have only this, and that would be nice to build something that half of the day there is shade.
Okay.
Yeah, because algae come to a pond in case there is no shade and in case there is soil inside. So you use only clay, sand and small stones to plant something. And you can put also water hyacinth just on top. You can put some stones in the center, so the animals have a house. Immediately frogs will come, different kinds. Even here in this place, the animals can smell the water far away, and the animals will come from far away to your place, because they can smell all the time. This water is stable. All the time there is water, and this is what the animal need. a stable place of water. So in India I installed a pond which was bigger like this, double size, and when the pond was finished, the paradise bird come. I never saw the paradise bird before. It came from far, far away. It's a white bird with a tail really long like this, white tail. And if you see the paradise bird flying, you think, whoa, what is this? Yeah, amazing, paradise bird. So it came because of the water.
Wow.
They can smell. So many different varieties of birds came, some snakes came to drink, but they come just for the water and then they go. And the birds, they eat fruits, they leave the seeds, and they plant some trees. With they poo the seeds, and the seeds will fall, and if there is good environment, a tree will grow. So if you, even this small and not really super good functioning water, but it's a water place.
Okay.
So this has a lot of effect to the surrounding area.
Okay. What about the water? Should it run, or should it be stagnated in one place? Or
Yeah,
like...
so it has not to run.
Okay.
So the ponds I installed in India and in Germany, it's not with running water. You just fill one time. And in India, for example, it's a little bit like here. Then the water is sinking if there is no rain. And then sometimes it's only water like this, and the plants are just going down, and the animals are a little crowded. And if the rain season is coming, the whole thing is going up. And this is, so this water understood, aha, I have to go down, and the plants know already, okay, I have to go up, working. So some people, if they like to look at the surface and like to enjoy, they give water. Yeah, you water the pond like you have to water sometimes the compost. If the compost is too dry, you give also water.
Okay.
You can give.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not needed to make a running water to it. No.
Okay. Okay.
If the installation is very well done, you have to look like you plant a tree. You have to look after it the first year for sure, and the second year little bit, and after this it should work by itself for the rest of the life.
Because you also have the evaporation.
Yeah, here I think, I don't know, do you give water to this?
No, when it rains.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay, never.
Yeah.
You give manual by yourself with the hand.
No, there's a tap too.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
So you give sometimes water and sometimes raining, and now it's cool. They are happy, these two fish. So normally you don't put fish in a small pond like this. So these fish are not multiplying, what I can see. But normally if you put other fish, they will multiply very fast, and they poo so much, they give too much nutrition, and the water will, algae will come and so on. So sometimes some birds are coming, and sometimes they bring eggs from fish, and then you have fish inside, okay. But if you have too much fish, you have to take some out.
Okay.
Frogs, okay, then there are some special snails, they come, they clean the pond, okay. And you can ask also if you have people around which have a beautiful, good functioning pond, you can ask. I ask also in India, can I have a little bit of your plants? Can I have a little bit of your animals? And you put them, and they will be happy, and they multiply and grow very fast.
So what kind of animals are snakes?
They are a special variety, 2 snails you will find in each pond, which is functioning good. Then we had super small fish like this size. They are also cleaning the wall somehow. They are like evaporate, like they eat, like really small, yeah. And the rest actually is coming by itself. So normally frogs come by itself.
Is it important? This is a plastic. Or...
Yeah, this is plastic.
So is it important that it's not plastic at some point?
the ponds I installed only with plastic now, with actually EPDM plastic. This is like, it has it contains rubber, and it stays really for super long. And up to now, I did not find somebody who can teach me to make a pond out of clay which is working. Not only for 1 year or for 2 years, which is working for 5 years or something like that. So in my case, I install a pond to have a safe water place. In the permaculture, they have a different approach. They try to install a pond which is giving through the clay the water to the surrounding area. But then you need really to make sure that a lot of water is coming, a lot. You really need, it's for a special climate.
This is living water, what you mean, living water.
So they do like, they collect the water from the roofs, or they have already a small like river or something, and then a lot of water is coming. They collect in this clay pond, and through the clay the water will go to the surrounding area. Different, yes. Just different. Depend on the place you have. And this is already, again, like I said before, check the climate.
Yeah.
How is it about rain? Do you have water available? Can you water it? Or just do you want to let it go down and up? And it's also personal decision. The important thing is half shade, and also important if you make it under super big trees and a lot of dry leaves, maybe it's too much, huh? Then the leaves are filling the pond and it's rotting. So it needs just, the optimum is half shade, half sun, or some sun in the morning and some in the evening, something like this, and in between little shade. Yeah, it's also, you can just try to feel to be the water. You don't want to be all the time in the shade. If it's fully shade, it's like, like this. If it's full in the sun, okay. Try to feel the water.
So in this case, if these plants behind, they would be here on this side, they would
this
be
would be perfect.
Because
if
it would
this
cover,
plant would be here, perfect.
It would cover half of a day.
Yes,
on the
yes, for example.
Okay.
So what they did here already really nice is to give protection to the plastic through these stones. Yeah, this is already a really good idea. And yeah, I think this pond you can somehow try to reinstall. You just put everything out, and say sorry for the fish. You just give a home shot. You can put them, you talk to them, say we will put you out, and then we put you back. So, and then you put super big stones on the bottom for a house for the fish, and then you try to build with the stones these steps, little bit, and then you put some, maybe 1 lotus, 2, 3 water hyacinth, not so much, some 2, 3, 4 different varieties. Perfect.
Thank you.